first time, that is in the 4 years back. And we are going for reaccreditation very shortly. And we have also achieved autonomous status for the academic year 2021. We are happy to inform you on this occasion, we are conducting this international webinar on IoT, and we are also happy to inform you that Mrs. Nandini Sharma, thank you very much, madam, for giving us the consent to conduct today's webinar. And Dr. M. Sharada, HOD CSE department, I'm very happy to say that we have got 305 registrations where we have people from Muscat, Ethiopia, University of Calcutta, University of Roorkee. We have JNTU Anantapur, JNTU Hyderabad, and various other affiliated colleges in and around India. I'm very happy to invite you all for this next 1 hour session of our webinar. Thank you all. Thank you for participating. And also I would like to invite Mrs. Nandini Sharma Garu. Please switch on your video, madam. Kindly. Nandini Sharma Garu, who is our keynote speaker for today. For the next 2 hours, she'll be conducting the session. Nandini Sharma, madam. Good morning, madam. Good morning.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
She is a very eminent speaker. She has conducted a number of webinars across India, number of times. She is also HOD. Yes, ma'am. Welcome. HOD of Sri Ram College of Engineering and Management, Haryana. Also, a very warm welcome to you, madam. I'll hand over to this mic to Mr. Anjaya, who will be introducing you to all the members here. And also on this occasion, I would like to introduce our very dynamic principal, Dr. Srilata, who has just joined us. Srilata, madam, kindly just take 2 minutes to address the gathering. We'll be happy if you address the gathering.
Yeah, sure, ma'am.
Yeah.
1 second. Very good morning, one and all. I'm very happy to invite you all for this 1 hour, 1 day webinar program on Internet of Things and its challenges by Madam Nandini Sharma from Madhya Pradesh.
Haryana.
And Haryana. I'm happy that the department is conducting an international webinar for the students for the first time in the college itself. I congratulate the department and the coordinator, Dr. Anjay Garu, and head of the department, Dr. Sharada Varalakshmi Madam, for organizing such a wonderful webinar. I hope you all will enjoy this session, and Madam will give you enough input so as to understand the concept well. I once again thank Madam for readily accepting our request by Dr. Anjaya and coming forward to give a webinar for the students. And I request ma'am, so we can, I request you to give your consent so that we can plan for our faculty members also to do a webinar on this sort of topics for a half day or a 1 day session, if it is convenient for you. And I once again congratulate the department for organizing the international webinar, and I thank all the members for giving me this opportunity. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, madam. Thank you for your time. I request Dr. Anjaya to introduce our speaker today.
Okay, madam. Thank you very much. So, good morning. A warm welcome to Department of CSE, St. Peter's Engineering College. So, I am privileged to introduce today's speaker, Professor Nandini Sharma Garu. She is presently working as HOD CSE at Sri Ram College of Engineering and Management, Palwal, Haryana, and she is having more than 10 years of professional teaching experience in technical colleges at Delhi and NCR region. And she is also convener for organizing and presenting and coordinator for multiple technical international and national conferences at Delhi Technological University, New Delhi. And she is also authored, published and presented multiple research papers, around 50 plus papers in international national journals and conferences. And she is also awarded by Excellent Teacher Award in Srijan 2016 for the subject of computer networks at Madhya Pradesh level by Madhya Pradesh Council of Science and Technology, Bhopal. and she's also completed NPTEL certification and secured A grade in cloud security and privacy module at NIT Goa under GIAN, Global Initiative of Academic Network, MHRD, Government of India. And she is also done, and she's also coordinated around 15 plus activities in association with CSI, ITE, IIT Bombay, EMC Academy, HCL Noida, so various other R&D organizations. And thanking you, madam. Thanking you, madam, for accepting our invitation as a keynote speaker and resource person of
Thanks, sir.
today's international webinar. And on behalf of St. Peter Engineering College, Hyderabad, and management and staff and students, on behalf of all, we welcome you, madam. Please start the session, madam. Thank you.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, madam, you can please start the session.
Okay, ma'am. My screen is shareable, sir.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, thank you. So, thank you. And before we start the webinar, I'm thankful to Almighty God for beautiful gathering here at Google Meet for one-day webinar on IoT 2020 challenges. And I'm also thankful to all management, chairperson, principal of the department of CSE department of St. Peter's Engineering College, Hyderabad, Telangana. And a special thankful to Dr. Anjana sir, professor. So I'm very thankful to inviting me. So let's begin today's sessions here. So this is the today's content which I covered in the 1 hour session. So what we think, everyone knows about the what is the IoT and Internet of Things, and it is the concept of everyday object that make us live in the era of the IoT, and it's promising to significantly affect all life spheres and business industries, right? So basically, what the meaning of the IoT is that is to be a system of interrelated heterogeneous computing object that assure the connectivity and ability to transfer data over a network without requiring human to human or human to computer interactions. So you can say we are living the smart community. And right now, already in your hand, you have a smartphone. That's the example of IoT, right? So now we are living in the smart community, and upcoming years definitely world is more smart and more convenient to make very comfortable to our life. Okay? So I'm sharing a few examples of IoT. Yeah, I'm not promoting any brand or product. I'm not just not popularizing this, but just saying that's IoT products that makes our life very easy, smart, and comfortable. So here you say very popular example in India also, like Samsung refrigerators, thermostat, Wamo switch, preview, smart bulb, smart lock. Now they are also on Amazon also. Okay. But now the question is that how IoT devices work actually, right? And how device communicate and give response. Right. So we already talking about these examples. So how actually it's work? So, here we find the answer of that the questions. Here I mentioned the architecture of IoT. Right. So in this diagram, you say the one is the smart device. First one is smart device for computing, cloud computing, and last one is on-device science. Right. So basically, what is the role of the smart device? Here, the smart device with sensors we are using here as continuously sensing the changes and gathering the data from the environment and transmitting the information to a target gateway. So, meanwhile, actuators work as actions or response organs that receive and take reaction to these changes. And and these changes is to be basically in the form of the wireless network like Wi-Fi, Zigbee, Bluetooth, which is very low power devices, right? Second things you have to see in the diagram also for computing, that is the way of processing data, which divides the data sharing and decision making capability near the edge of the network, where the data is generated instead of processing data in centralized warehouse. And you see that IoT gateways here, the n number of fog gateways is there, that is IoT gateway, that translate property communication protocol to internet protocol, and that ensure also to connected device and sensors, so that they manage the bidirectional data traffic between various networks. Third one is the cloud computing. That cloud computing allows collect, process, manage, store huge amount of data which can be accessed remotely by users, right? So basically, a cloud can deliver accurate analytics while tracking events against business, or you can say operation rules, that offering a historical perspective.
Yeah, Nandini ma'am.
Yes,
Nandini
ma'am.
ma'am, sorry to interrupt you, ma'am. Kindly share your screen once again, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, I'll share one second.
Yeah, ma'am. Yeah, all the participants kindly don't share your screens while presenting session. Please don't share. Thank you, ma'am.
Again, ma'am, is shareable.
Yeah, ma'am.
Okay, now it's okay.
Yeah, ma'am.
Or is it okay, ma'am? Okay, okay.
Yeah, ma'am. Okay,
Okay,
ma'am.
ma'am. Okay, thank you. So I'm talking about the cloud computing. This here we just focusing in on how the working of the cloud computing in IoT, right? So basically, cloud can here's to be that you see the way of the processing cloud, the cloud storage, right? So that's to be what tracking all the event, business and operational rule that offering a historical perspective, right? And last one is to be the enterprise size that use the presentations of the analytics for the enhancement of its products and services, preventive measures for certain steps, and build a new business model like that. Right. So after all, a majority of the people, either employees or residents, already use smart technology, right? So connecting to them through their device become common sense. So government also use GIS IoT technology to combine the device location with the status and other important that provide contact at macro level while enable stakeholder to drill down the high level of details. So you might be thinking right now for a moment, what about IoT spatial smart application, right? Like disaster management, environment sampling, meteorological or oceanographic research. And the second question you have to thinking right now, how this spatial device and sensors can be connected, how the data is to be transferred, what concept to be IoT introduced here, right? So basically, the thing is that how actually what the major things to be important in IoT, right? So here I will be give you the examples of the basic things is the second things the IoT architecture component, the deep version of the IoT architecture is here. So the basic things is to be IOST, that is we stand for the uh, Internet of Special Things. I'm just moving second slides here. You just say the main things of that. That is called special property of object. And you know what? That special property of object is it's a core of the IoT reaction. And it's you say it's a variation to be recorded. So as per the author, they just define two-way definitions is here. Here you see in the diagrams, they said that the embedded computing devices that transmit and receive information so often include location, shape, size, orientation, or influence data for requirement over the network. Another definition is to be defined as the same that to be that embedded computing device that transmit receive information, so include numerical value. When you are using the Python language about the object can be represented in a geographical coordinate system. So that is the main thing is that without IOST, IoT is nothing to be that. So IOST, that is the Internet of Special Things, is the core of the objects. Now I'm moving in the previous slides. Right. So basically, you are already understanding what is the IoT and how is the IOST work is right now. So here you say that is the main architecture. There are the main four components. The first one is to be the object or environment, which is targeted to see the special features. Second thing is to be special things, as I already told you, that is the special things is the core of the IoT reaction, right? So that is to be need a special data, right? And third one is to be that fog edge computing, which can be considered the responder of real-time rapid spatial processing with distributed intelligence. And the last one you have to say the process data is transferred for storage, processing, or visualizations. So you know what? As more and more applications are deployed using the Internet of Technology, the fragmentation of general purpose of IoT technology to target particular sector with different requirement is becoming necessary. Right? In very many sectors is there. So here I mentioned there are the 8 specific things, that is application specific Internet of Things, which is classified in the 3 domains. The first one is the user domain. In the user domain, to be include Internet of battlefield things, Internet of medical things, Internet of animal things, and Internet of base things. These are the researchers working on the user domain. The next thing is to be Internet of underwater things, Internet of underground things. It is the belongs from the communication mediums. And the last one is the Internet of nano things, Internet of mobile things. That is the working on the technology constraint. So I just here to be introduced about the what is actually things that you already heard about it. But what now challenges actually we are facing in the application specific to Internet of Things. So we are just saying what challenges what are facing in above these, right? So I just shared the first one about that, the Internet of Battle Things, right? So Internet Battle Things, as we say, also known as the Internet of Battlefield Things, which has been designed for the military and defense applications. So design of the IOBT would be strongly influenced by 2 technologies, machine intelligence and network communications. So basically, the smart things in IOBT would include sensor, munitions, weapons, vehicles, robots, human wearable devices, which are capable of collecting and processing information, acting as agent to support decision making and situation awareness undertaking. You say that defensive actions are very effective of adversaries. So here is a few of the challenges I already mentioned in these slides also. You already going to read out the main 3. These are the main 3 security challenges in the battlefield of this. So that 6 is to be working on as if you are a researcher and you are searching for the for research work, what to be researched in the IoT. So this is the challenges you have to work on it and to find the own results, what the as per your perceptions, right? So the first one, as I mentioned, the physical survival and functioning of IOBT. Okay, and second one is said to be confidently. and next one to be human deceptions and loss of confidence. And the battlefield is the bar at the military in every country is to be very more confidential. So how to be protect your data to be more to be secure and more to be confident like that. Now moving to be the second things, that is the Internet of Medical Things, right? And that is the just AIST for the healthcare and patient monitoring with its own specific requirement and challenges. So here we are using the smart things in the IOMT would be include sensor variable uh, like device for diabetes, heart rate, ECGs, smart thing for insulins and inhalers. But that's no doubt the medical things is to be increased lot of things nowadays and to be upgrade medical fields. But here we also have three challenges. The three challenges identified by the authors. The first one is to be just simple connectivity for the smart things, because connectivity is the very crucial issues for the smart things to be device to be connected to access the cloud-based services. Second one is to be easy device management. Of course, we already prefer easy handle devices, because a lot of things is we talking about the in online classes. There are many platforms there, but we have to just prefer which is very comfortable and easy to everyone, right? So here is also same the to be challenges is here ease device management for improved device availability and reduce maintenance. And third one is to be that combination of analytics to be gained insight from huge volume of medical and healthcare data for better decision making. Nowadays, every second you have to increase a lot of data. So how do we manage these data? And the main things to be challenges to be this there, the security and the privacy of the patient record is also required protection from unauthorized access. The privacy of patient can be breached if the personal and medical information are posted in the public domain or otherwise used without their consent. So similarly, that attack can be interfered with the proper functioning of medical devices pacemakers. So these three devices, which are these three challenges, is to be using in the Internet of Medical Things, and we are also working on that. The third one is very interesting. That is the Internet of Animal Things, and that recent research is also worked in the screams of pigs that indicate that the pigs also have a stressful situation is there. So here we the basically things is that the smart objects and device object are used to monitoring creature, live creature like such as dairy cow, sheep, cattle within the IoT. So here the advantage for monitoring the health of livestock for smart farming applications. Like examples, you can say that here the smart things we include the smart cattle collar to monitoring ruminations, temperatures, activity movements, ear tags, and sound analyzer for early detections and respiratory disease. So that already research to be has done. I say that is to be done. The group of pigs that found to be that pigs also is stressful. But that's really interesting and it's also work. But here we found the two challenges. The first challenge is to be that you have to need a good long range sub gigahertz, because animal already roaming around this particular area. So you have to need a long range of the devices, measuring devices. And second things, you have to need the wireless channel, which can be to be what energy efficiency, how to be improve the energy efficiency for the ear tags. So here are the two challenges. Hindi is really very interesting. It's really work and that. Next one is the Internet of Base Things, and that's already projects to be held in many smart cities. And the smart things to be object we include the smart garbage bins. Smart garbage bins, which already inbuilt is to be recharged self. Here we also use RFID tags, sensors, cameras, actuators. So IoT based smart garbage that's to be operated as a pilot, that's to be protected, is to be recharged in the CO for 1 year period. So here we that mount they have found that the flash network and a router and a server collected and they analyze the information for service processing. So you know what? The main thing is to be there, to be approached. What increase? How to increase the battery of the lifetime, and how to be that operation to be energy efficient. Right? Because number of to be communicate to each other, and we have to need the internet vehicle. So how these it is it has to be increased day by day. So the first thing steps to be how to manage the like this the internet of basic internet of under and is just a communication medium, as I already told, for application in ocean and water-based domain. The smart city also would include the sensor, water shape. Design of the underwater would be strongly influenced by communication in a traditional mediums is here. So here the problem is that the acoustic medium for network communication would error are there. One is energy efficient to recharge. This is very biggest challenge to be difficult to recharge is the due to the high depletion cost of the underwater sensors and the difficult to recharge devices. Energy efficiency is an important challenge of course. Second is things to be the changes to network topology due to movement of the underwater sensor. And the third thing is to be one quality due to transmission flaws of the acoustic being to water. So the challenges of the underwater thing. Next thing. Thing. Right. So we going
Hello.
like
Hello, Nandini Sharma, madam. Can you check please your audio on? Can you check please once your audio? It is actually disturbing. Getting low audio quality. So
my
can you
audio,
recheck? Yes, yes. Your voice is not clear. Sometimes it's breaking. Uh, uh, uh. Just
I
please
think
check
from
once
my
your audio.
side, is it okay for some?
Okay.
Now
Now
okay,
it's
sir?
okay. Now it is okay. Okay. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Now we can carry on.
So I'm talking about the Internet of Underground thing. So so basically the is right. one underground. For the underground, this solution to faces similar challenges to the recharging or replacing environment side. The second factor is to be mask or exhaustion, multi-path breathing. So that's also propagation. Second challenge in underwater is different to be very and how to utilize the hybrid skill and the second one is to be antenna or size to be challenge of the antennas like omnidirectional or independent and so on. And we should what under challenge. Now, secondly, to internet channels. So it has to be targeted realization for specific technology and the parameters strongly influenced by what communication and information.
Hello. Hello. Madam, voice is once, Professor Nandini Sharma, madam, once again, your voice is not clear. Your voice is breaking. Hello.
So I think from my side is okay. My side is okay. But I'm sitting in this in a closed room. There are the three persons you have to.
And also,
Accept.
yeah. That's one only. Mute everyone, and also video is not.
Yes.
Please switch off the videos of the remaining participants. That is the best one.
And so please turn off the mute the mic also to rest of the participants.
Yeah.
Or let's make because I'm sitting in a proper closed room. That's done, sir. Shall I start? Shall I continue?
Madam, you can carry on. Yeah. Yes, you can carry on. That is tablet and mobile robots and vehicles on highway. So here we address the four challenges to be identified. The first one is data collection. That
unpredictability for like the pattern of the and to get common like smart. And last, no doubt, the authentic smart development last challenge. The application specific of Internet of Things with their challenges. And here I mentioned some IoT projects which also helpful to the students and researchers also. So the first one is IoT. Not only going in and software specificity. So this is project of IoT weather reporting system, and we at the India. This is about doubt. Next one to be very interesting touch-based phone important features. You have to need the Arduino. The third one is the facial recognition door with Raspberry Pi. You have to know the Python like and Raspberry. This is the model of that, and this is the important feature of it. You have the Pi and to be liquid level monitoring system that's in the model and feature of it to hello, yes sir. Okay sir, okay. Now is it okay sir from my side?
Now it is okay. Now okay, madam.
Okay sir, okay sir.
Uh,
Thank you. Sorry for inconvenience. Sorry, extremely sorry for that.
Okay. Now okay,
And
right.
this is the last. Okay, sir. And this is the feature of the smart garage of system. So here I mentioned the important feature of that. Recently, in the month of June, the Andhra Pradesh HP, the company of Hewlett Packard, is to be announced that about the agriculture field. Here I mentioned these things. To be, they are working on the agriculture field. Is a very basic to be future for the students of the Andhra Pradesh, and to be technical things they applied IoT to increase their crop yields and their nutrition values and revenue. It's a very good opportunity to the all the students in India also. Yeah, start the IoT challenges which is to be upcoming world. The first one is the blockchain technology shaping the future of IoT. Next one is the advanced management and artificial intelligence. Was actually IoT when we IoT with AI, as you saw in just presentation. If you use IoT with artificial intelligence, machine learning, the things is to be different, is to be more smarter. So IoT is not to be a single thing, is to be increment things, is to be move as many as you have to extend by using AI, and is to be used in the most in the business spending on IoT. And 5G network across the industries. So this is the very interesting topic nowadays, and I'm also talking about and discuss about the what challenges we have to facing in 5G in this modern day. So you know what that innovation nowadays in wireless domain, and you can say the next generation technology and development of 5G that enable IoT required cutting edge services and solutions together with the need of broadband spectrum to meet the demand of rapidly growing traffic. So therefore, a combination of low band, mid band, and high band spectrum is desirable to manage the use case of 5G enable IoT, and using a combination of different bands has to address certain use cases better than the others. So there is a still gap between the actual implementation of 5G technology and the what promises made by the next generation wireless network. So as here is the certain technology must be involved in the implementation of 5G deployment, or you can say transmission receptions to be waves, maybe have high path loss, rate of absorptions, atmosphere parameters such as rain, greenery are very issues to be installed in 5G, right? So basically, we get the solution is to be like to get a smaller cellular architecture. You need in a form micro channel, pico or femto cells to be improve the coverage and decrease the path loss at their base. So these three way towards the new concept, small and low power cellular base station. So these cells are low power and more compact and portable base station that are based upon. So here I mentioned the different five countries which are already take initiative in the 5G. You already check in the presentations. And here I mentioned the multi-tier architecture showing the front hall, back hall, core, network, highlighting the three others. So in a nutshell, a 5G IoT based architecture should provide an independent header that is self-configurable as per the application requirement. And you know what? The mainly consists of the front hall, that is the concept to be remote radio to be had to be video, and the back hall to be connection between the base stations to be the core wire network that oftenly made from coaxial cable or optical part. And the last one is the mid all, that is the combination of you have to say in the uh, like this there's to be RHS and these things, so it's to be connected by the mid all. So here the two logical layer existing in the 5G cellular network. You know what, the because of the lower wavelength of the microwave, so that makes an excellent candidate for the polarization and various special things such as antennas and the key architecture enable of the 5G IoT. So there another things is to be their architecture with using the 5G with AI. So that is the first AI you say, the artificial intelligence. Yeah, using the network maintenance, planning, analysis, predictions. And this is for the mobile ultra, that is we use augmented reality, virtual reality, holograms, and this is the IoT. It's, we can say super IoT. Smart industries, health, cities, smartphone, grid, intelligent citizens. So here you say there's to be IoT, which is 5G. Okay. So the basically is to the implementation is to be data hungry and computation intensive AI algorithm for various uses applications. So with the high data transmission capacity for the network comes a possibility of the uses of efficient deep learning algorithms such as virtual speech recognitions, video classification over wireless 5G IoT nodes. So here the combination of the 5G, IoT and AI has a higher potential of changing the landscape of business by making intelligent decision in real time. So interesting thing is to be there. AI based techniques could also be employed over 5G IoT network to further optimize its own performance as application or physical network layer to further enhance data rate and you can say by predicting traffic pattern on the network and that to be predicting is using the obviously AI based use application. So for any prediction we have to use in the AI based applications that give response in real time challenges. Okay. So this is the issues in the 5G. For 5G in India, we also Jio has also announced about the 5G. So this is the five things. Uh, the first things you have to say: can 5G find the balance between user connectivity security? Right, because 5G network has to be catered for massive as well as critical IoT. The thing next things is to be is there is 5G flexible enough to facilitate different types of network and communications cause cellular phones device to the network and give rise to security related issues such as interceptions of data flowing in a network incorporations of unauthorized calls to be unofficial control with the network security and things is that we have to do identify the right system parameter configuration for the specific iOS SG use case as a big challenge. The thing is that how will 5G higher density of connecting devices. So you know what the intelligent 5G IoT network constitute narrowband IoT that is required for effective energy utilization and it contribute to considerable low power communications. The next one is to be will be 5G future proof. We can say that when we discuss about the all challenges, the main thing is to be coverage enhancement, right? Coverage enhancement is the one of the primary and challenging to all the physical layer objectives to improve the maximum coupling required to support internet and multimedia applications. So a part of this, the challenges security, privacy, energy efficiency, massive connectivity, and other major concerns is to be there to be in this. So you know what that 5G because we are working on the 4G, but the switches sure in the 5G. So main thing is that how to be more convenient, we have to be very low power less uh, data and base stations to be have to required. Okay. So these are big issues to be the 5G that is to be hopefully to be covered in upcoming years is there. So here I mentioned the IoT futures. I'm not going to read out, I just show you by slides. So I just conclude the whole session. In starting, we have to just learn about the concept of the IoT and how special things is the core of the IoT and what application specific and their challenges. We have to discuss the challenges on the 8 different application specific of Internet of Things. We also discuss about the some projects and the recently in Andhra Pradesh, HP declared the last month to be agriculture fields to be smart and to be produce more crops for the farmers, and it's very golden opportunity to the students and to farmer also to be make their smarter their own farmers and agricultures. And after that, we have to look about the what about the future of the IoT 2020, and I have also share the challenges we have to facing in the 5G in India, right? So in the conclude, I just want to say IoT is not implemented in one go, as I already told. So it is an incremental process that gives us incentive to nearly universal digital transformation. So IoT 2020 promises to put a spotlight in both and as the consumer or industrial field to that the future has already begun, right? And the technology will keep changing our lives. Definitely, we have to noticing that these in COVID-19, lot of things we have to change in our daily working styles, in teaching style, learning styles. Everything is to be definitely changed, and we have to move to be ready to we have to move to the upcoming circumstances and adapt to as possible. Definitely, we have to require the smart things to be that we work. As smart as to as humans think and as fast as to be loyal to be as a human. So you are inevitably going to face some challenges just to be successful agent the business process to be the new capability. You should get in the depth understanding of the IoT like it is changed and many hurdles they were addressed first. But definitely what challenges we have discussed it will be overcome in the next years and that challenges we have to very fruitful to be do as a researchers we have to working on at that and it will be easier for you to address those difficulties extracting and maximum valuing from this knowledge. Thank you for listening to me very attentively and resuming is there and this is the my references which I have mentioned is here. If anyone has a question, please ask. Thank you.
Madam, what is a computing device algorithm in IoT? What is the use of
Actually, yes, thank you. Actually, IoT is not a single thing. IoT, we have to working on the different specific, right? One thing. But basically, if you're just to make IoT, so you have to need your cloud computing, as I mentioned in the already in my slides also. Cloud computing many things. But when you work on the specific, like the just like battlefields and this, so you have to need accordingly to their sensors tags we have to record, as I already shared in my presentation.
How we are identifying the devices in the IoT, madam?
Basically, the things is that the thing that I already covered the same question about it. How that device to be already answered, how devices to be actually communicated, right? I already shared in my presentation. Here. So the one thing is to be test. We have to need the study about the special things. Special things mainly you have to working on the Python languages also by using AI. And second thing you have to working on the fog computing. Because this is the main core of that.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thanking you very much, Professor Nandini Sharma, madam, for a very informative session. Still, anyone have questions? If
Ma'am, I
anyone
have
have
one
any
question actually.
Yes, please ask. Yes.
So, ma'am, what are the security concerns related to IoT actually?
Yes, that is a very good question, and this is also including challenges. The main thing is that suppose you still using the example of IoT as a smartphone, right? So if your smartphone, if you enable everything to the internet, right? So every activity, your morning rituals, your afternoon, what you like to do, and everything is to be noted, right? And this your devices make their own pattern. So that is to be biggest thing is that if you connect to another new devices, so how can be to be your data to be secure, and how to be your device to be allowed to your unauthorized devices, right? That is still biggest challenge is to be in IoT because it is a main privacy and security. So we also working on that as and we recently I just learned many some papers. So that's to be working on it. But it's the biggest challenge in IoT in every application space.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, any other questions, please? Yeah. Thank you very much.
Hello.
Yes, yes.
Hello. Yeah, which protocol is used for the device connecting?
Yeah, device connecting,
Hello.
we have to use the yes for device. We have to need the first one to be have to network for a Bluetooth, and the device to be already device to be having the own sensors, right? And these things I already covered in my presentations in the starting in the introductions and how they are communicating.
I want to know, ma'am, which protocol used between the device and software, which make the communication between both?
Yes, protocols is to be depends on because main protocols to be we have to use uh, depends on which you are using, right? Internet of Things like if you are just talking about the Internet of Mobile Things, you have to need the Internet of Voice protocol, right? So it depends what you are working on the specific. I am just sharing the 8 different application specific, right? So it depends to be what kind of protocol you have to use. It's just because of the your application specific. Might be your voice specific, might be your device specific, and it depends on the wireless or Zigbee, Bluetooth, yeah, and internet protocols also, Mac and Mac. It depends. To be vary according to your application specific. Thank you, Shaskur.
Ma'am. Yeah, ma'am.
Any other questions, please? Yeah, I think no more questions from audience side. Yes, at the outset, I would like to thank Nandini Shrino madam for kindly accepting this webinar session from the Department of Computer Science, St. Peter's Engineering College. I would really thank you very much, madam, for accepting our invitation immediately and giving us this wonderful webinar for 1 hour. Thank you so much. At this time, I would like to congratulate and thank our coordinator, Mr. Dr. Anjaya sir, for really organizing such a wonderful session and such a wonderful keynote speaker for us. Introducing you to us is really our privilege here. Our coordinator, Sri Anjaya sir, thank you very much. And also our co-coordinator, Mrs. Madhavi, also for really conducting all this or arrangements, looking after all the arrangements. I think these two people really need to be applauded for having this wonderful session for us. I would like to now request Madhavi to give a vote of thanks to present
Yeah,
the
ma'am.
thanks to everybody.
Yeah, good morning. Good morning, everyone. We're really happy to say that within short period of time, we got 300 plus registrations from various prestigious universities, and few participations we got from other than outside India also. And almost 88 colleges from participants from 88 colleges has participated today. Um, uh, 24 autonomous institutions and 15 universities has participants came today. On this occasion, I would like to thank today's resource person, Dr. Nandini Sharma ma'am, for immediately accepting our request for sharing her knowledge on IoT challenges and spending her valuable time to enlighten us. Thank you so much, ma'am. And I would also like to Secretary Sir, Mr. TV Reddy, Sir, for encouraging us in all the possible ways to conduct such amazing events. And I would like to thank our Principal Srilata Ma'am, Dr. Srilata Ma'am, for supporting and motivating us to organize these kind of programs. And I would like to extend my heartful thanks to our HOD, Dr. Sharda Varalakshmi Ma'am, for her continuous support towards the success of this event. I would like to thank Dr. Anjaya sir for coordinating and for getting such a wonderful resource person for us. Thank you so much, sir. And special thanks to all my colleagues for promoting this event in a short period of time. Finally, I would like to extend my sincere thanks to all the participants for their interest toward learning and for their patience. Thank you once again. Thank you one and all. A small request to all the participants. Within half an hour, we will share a feedback link in the WhatsApp group itself. I request everyone kindly give your valuable feedback in the form. So thank you once again. Thank you one and all.
Where you are posted the feedback link, madam?
Yeah, ma'am. Yeah, sir. In the WhatsApp group itself, we'll forward, sir.
Within half an hour?
Yeah, sir. Within half an hour, we'll forward the feedback link and immediately we'll dispatch the certificates also. Once you fill the feedback form, automatically within 24 hours, you'll get certificate also. Kindly give your valuable feedback, sir.
Okay, okay.
Sure,
Thank
ma'am.
you.
Sure,
Thank
ma'am.
you, one and all.
Thank you, one and all. Thanks for that. Thank you, Madhav.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, thank you, madam. We will end the session. Thank you all. कैसे करना है भाई? अरे यार मोबाइल खोलने बोल